So we have this perfect rifle. What are we going to put on it for optics? There's a lot of choices in scopes. There's a lot of scopes that will allow you to compensate for different ranges. But what scope do you put on a rifle that is fail-safe, that will never let you down, that's always going to do what you ask it to do?
Rifle scopes are probably the most misunderstood or maybe even misrepresented product that you can pair with your long-range shooting system. Barrels, action stocks, those are really straightforward. Scopes, we have no idea what's going on inside. There's a little voodoo, a little mysticism in what makes a good product there. And to make matters worse, most manufacturers advertise selling features that really don't contribute to the overall performance of the product. For myself, if I'm going to spend the money, the time, if I'm going to invest the pain and the heartache and the blisters to get in the backcountry and to get set up on the shot of a lifetime, to me the scope has to give me the point of impact that I'm expecting. That means it can't shift. Whether I change magnification, I can't have a point of impact shift. It has to be rock solid. Also, if I'm going to dial the turret up to compensate for my ballistics, the turret has to have perfect adjustments. If I dial 23 minutes, it needs to move 23 minutes. So the adjustments and the point of impact are the two most important things on a rifle scope.
There's a lot of companies out there that'll import a scope and have no QC program in place to test those scopes. And you might get a 20, 25, 30% rate of return on those optics, where if you have an optic that's gone through a rigorous QC program, you can eliminate all those problems right off the bat, instead of letting the customer figure that out. That's not the case with the G7 optics that we're using. The scope that we're putting on our LR1000 will not let you down in the field. That's the difference between a successful hunt and a hunt where you wish you could have done things over again. The G7 scopes that we use, built by Night Force, they go through a very rigorous QC program, and they get stamped that this has passed the test. It's okay now for the customer to depend on this scope. The only way to compensate for distance is with a BDC turret or an MOA turret. A turret, dialing the adjustment mechanism on top of your scope. You cannot efficiently shoot long range with some kind of drop reticle. It just won't happen. There's a lot of companies that are selling a rifle with a scope on it, with this huge Christmas tree reticle on it, and you're supposed to match your cartridge to fit that. And when you get out in the field and that deer's at 862 yards, which line do you hold on? And then you're counting lines, and pretty soon the deer's gone. It might seem faster, it might seem like a good idea, but the only way to compensate for distance is by dialing your turret. So don't be fooled by the reticle propaganda that they make look so easy and so fast and accurate. When you've got buck fever, which I experience on a regular basis, the last thing that you want to have to do is sort out between all these different lines in your drop reticle.